What is up, everybody? My name is Justin. This is Forever Self-Employed, and in today's video we're going to be talking about customers that you do not want to work for. In this one, I'm going to be breaking down a text exchange that we had with a prospective customer, and I'm going to show you guys some of the red flags that came up along the way, so that way you guys can notice these within your text exchanges, and that way you don't make the mistake of working for somebody who is ultimately not going to be a good customer. Now, if you guys are looking to start a pressure washing business, check out the first link in the comment section and the description. That is going to be a link to the How to Wash course. In there, you guys are going to learn about how to clean every service on a residential job site, the chemicals that you need, as well as how to mix them, the equipment, property protection, as well as in-depth job walkthroughs, so that way you know what to do from setup to breakdown on a pressure washing job site. First link in the comment section description. I'll even leave a promo code down there if you guys want to save a few bucks as well. But let's go ahead and break down this text exchange. So we did a job for a customer in a neighborhood, did a great job for him, as we typically do for all of our customers, as you guys know. And his neighbor noticed that we were doing a job. He came by, he said, hey, I want to get a quote. So we went over, checked out the neighbor's house, and we gave him a quote. Now, this is where we get into the first issue. The neighbor that we quoted talked with the neighbor that we had performed the job for, and he found out exactly what we charged him. So the first text exchange and where this whole thing starts is with the neighbor texting us saying, hey, can you do it for the same price as my neighbor? How about $1,200 for everything? The initial cleaning was $1,200, and we did a roof and a house wash for his neighbor. When we did the quote, we quoted a roof and a house wash for the other neighbor as well, and it turned out that his roof was actually much dirtier. The price was justified for being a little bit higher. However, you don't want to lose out on jobs, so the next text exchange that we sent was, yes sir, that'll work, $1,200 sounds good. We're willing to compromise on the price a little bit. We'll come down $200 because he talked with his neighbor and he wants to get the same price as his neighbor. We then said that we charge accordingly to the square foot and severity of algae growth. While the roof is almost the same size as the neighbor, the algae growth is heavier and yours requires more chemical and time. So more time, more applications, things of that nature. So that justifies the price increase, because obviously we're going to be using more chemical, we're going to be taking more time. He then texted back to verify that it was for the roof and for the stucco. We replied yes that it was, and then he said let me check with my wife. Now this is where I got an idea for a short from. I made a funny short about, if somebody asks to check with their wife, it typically means that the answer is either no or they need more time to think about it. Now he's the one that brought up in the first place, how about $1,200 for everything, same price as my neighbor, to which we agreed upon, because like I said, we don't want to lose out on the job. It's $1,200. Like, yeah, his roof is a little bit dirtier, however, we're going to capitalize on this low customer acquisition cost, because obviously we didn't pay any money to acquire this customer. So let me check with my wife, and then he comes back with, she said $1,000 total, that's it. So he sent us a text. We had agreed upon price, $1,200 for everything. We've already come down $200 for him, and then he wants to say that he needs to talk with his wife after we've had agreed upon amount, and he says she said $1,000 and that's it. So you can already tell that these guys are obviously looking for a bargain. They obviously want to negotiate on price, which is, we don't have a problem with that. We were willing to meet him halfway whenever he said, can I get it for the same price as the neighbor, which was $200 less. But this was crossing the line. Now he's trying to lower the price $200 more because he talked with his wife. And this only gets worse whenever he sends us the next text where he says, there are 2 small holes on the stucco on the front poles. She said if you repaired those small holes, she will go up $1,100. Now, this was part of where I got the whole, if the guy says I need to ask my wife, maybe she wears the pants in the relationship, and maybe you just need to go ahead and ask her for her number, so that way we can skip the middleman and we can go directly to her. I did it to try to be funny. However, in this instance, this guy is using his wife as a negotiation tool, saying that she's basically saying $1,000 is all we can do. However, she also said if you guys can fix the holes in the stucco, which is not something that our company does, because we're a soft washing company, we're not a stucco repair company, that she'll do $1,100 and that's it. These people obviously are somebody that we don't want to do business with. Our ideal customer is somebody who price isn't an issue for them. We don't mind meeting them halfway a little bit, like we said, meeting them with the neighbor's price. However, whenever they come back and try to get an additional $200 off, that's $400 off the additional quote. We would never do that. And then when they try to bargain with us and tell us that they'll give us an extra $100 if we repair stucco on their home, this conversation is an indication of things to come. We can see that they're going to be dissatisfied with the service. They're going to be asking for extra things. People that are bargainers and that are always looking for a bargain are never going to be satisfied. The cheap customers are not the ones that you want to be working for. We didn't respond back to this guy because we're not going to do that. We don't offer these type of services. We're not going to sit here and bargain with him, because we know that when we go out and do the service and we perform the service, he's never going to be happy with it. He's going to ask for extra work for no money, and it's just not somebody that we really want to do business with. So I just wanted to share this text exchange with you guys, because if you're in a predicament where you need to get every single job, you can be taken advantage of by customers like this. And we've seen from the past, trust me, time and time again, when you deal with customers that are penny pinchers, or that are trying to get the best deal out of you, or that are constantly negotiating or asking you to perform services that you don't even perform, to come out and do the job, these are all indicators that this customer is going to be a problem customer. They're never going to be satisfied, and they're going to ask you to do things that were not in the job description. So anyway, I just want to show you guys a couple of the red flags that popped up along the way. Those are things that we don't really tolerate at all, and we won't be working for this customer. So if you made it this far in the video, comment down below, I need to ask my wife, because it was just a funny theme on this text exchange, how he tried to leverage his wife in order to get a better deal on this job. So anyway, my name is Justin. It's Forever Self-Employed. If you guys enjoyed the video, hit the thumbs up, subscribe button, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.